Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we are going to be doing our U96 build. So we are going to do issue 109 of Build the U96. Now a lot more going on today. We are working on the aft of the U-boat. I've had to get it down because we are working directly on it today, so it should be an interesting one. I've also had to set up an additional camera because yeah, you're never going to see what I'm doing with the cameras that I've got stationary. So you might just have to bear with me while I yeah, adjust all that and get it sorted. But looking forward to this one today for some reason. I don't know why, but it should be a good one. Anyway, enough said. Let's get up to the build desk. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay guys, so issue 109 is the aft diving plane. So like I said, quite a bit to do in this one. But the first piece we need is this piece here. This is a hull piece. This was done in issue 98. And we're basically just going to be attaching this on. So I'm just seeing how this kind of goes. Go on. Let me see. Right, so it's going to connect underneath like that. And we're securing that into place with two CP screws. Now CPs are the only screws we've been given in this stage. So I don't need my oil down or anything like that. I just want to get one in there. And then another one just down at the bottom here. Okay, now I'm going to have to flip this thing around, so just bear with me while I do that. Just moving that camera up, and yeah. So let's flip this over. This is the problem now, is because this is absolutely huge, it's difficult to work with it when it's asking you to move it left, right and centre. That's another propeller that's fallen off. Just what I wanted to happen. Where's that gone? That's there. I might leave these propellers off until the end of the build, to be honest with you, because they are an absolute pain. Right, so we're going to be working next in this area up here. So let's see the best way to do it, because I've got it more or less all the way over. I'm probably going to have to bring this camera in. Did not want that to happen. Right, so next thing we need to do is this propeller here. It kind of needs to go into it, but the instructions are not very clear. I can't really move this camera much more to try and show you. There we go. Right, so this needs to go in. We've got like a little slot down there that it fits into, and that just goes in there and it's locked in there. Perfect. Right, next we need is this bar here, and this, we've got like a little notch in it. We want to be put the notch to be facing towards me, so this is just going to go through here like so. Then we need to get one of these fin things. Okay. Now it doesn't say about screwing that, gluing that in, so I'm not going to glue it in. Next we need is one of these arm pieces. Now this is going to need gluing in next because it's going to go into there and then onto the fin there. And that's how that's going to work. So we'll get some glue. Just some good old super glue. So like I said, it does say to glue this in. So I'm just putting a bit of glue on the ends. Okay. So I'm going to get this in and then position that in there like so. Just wait for that glue to set. Almost there. Come on. No, that did not want to set at all. Let's try again. Right, so second time. Is the second time going to be the charm? Problem is, there's an absolutely huge gap that this sticks into. And it just wants to fall. That's the problem. No, that is not gluing at all. But I can't glue the other end because the other end... Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it like that with that knot on, just so that glue has time to set. Right, the next thing we need are these two pieces here. And what it's asking us to do is for this to be hooked onto it like that. Okay. Then, this is going to be really hard to see, but with this bar around the other side, it wants us to actually fit this onto that bar. Okay. Right, so that's going to go onto there. Okay. Right, so if I just move the camera away, because I need to turn this around again, because now we're going to be working on the other side. What I might be able to do is actually the next bit I might be able to do on the top camera. So, bring this across. Just fit in this section next. So, we need to more or less line everything up. Right, that bar has dropped, that lever. Just here, the lever for the elevator motor dropped. Right, that's just the other. Oh, it's all falling apart. Right. let's try and get this on. Right. I don't want to lose that. I really am trying here, guys. Really am trying. This is not easy. Right, okay, so I think that is lined up and in, and we are attaching that with 2 CP screws. Kind of want to get this done as quickly as possible. Because I'm having to hold on to this. Oh, you're joking me. That bar's just come out for no apparent reason. Right, guys, let me get this on and I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, so I've got both sides in now, as you can see. Not easy, but I had to take my time with it. There's no other way of doing this other than taking your time with it. So I've done that. I've also got these in here as well. These were an absolute pain, but they're in there now, and yeah. So the last thing we need to do is we need to install the motor. So it's going to go on just in here. Go to the top camera and just bring this a little bit more across. Okay. Camera's a bit wonky, don't like that. Okay, right, so this is going to go into here like so. Well, what we need to do first of all is we need to hook on the rod. So I'm going to do that now. Now, ideally, we need it the correct way around, which I believe that is. Okay, and then bring it down. Just easier to do it off to the side here. Right, we're securing that motor in with 2 CP screws. So let me get 2 out and line up the holes. Oh, that's quite easy to line up, actually. That was strange. Okay. I'm not convinced that's lined up, you know. It's got to be spot on where it goes. No, I think it was lined up. Just a very weak screw hole. Right, let me just see if I can get down on this, because I can't see an actual thing. It's got to go like that. But if we've got to go, we've got a screw in there. This is strange. Strange, because there's a screw in here where that will go. If I take this screw out, Okay. Well, there's nowhere else for it to go, so it's going to go there. It says use CP screws. I don't think the CP screws are long enough, to be honest with you. I think there's a mistake there. I honestly think there's a mistake there. Because, yeah. Yeah, it does say attach it with 2 CP screws. Let's have a look what I might have. Because I think a silver screw needs to go in there. I reckon an FM. I could be wrong, but it won't be the first time that they've got a screw wrong. I don't think the screws are long enough for a start. No, that's not going in there either. It probably is a CP screw, but I don't like the idea of it spinning. Get that one out. That's an FM. So let's have a look, see if we've got a better screw, guys, because I'm not happy with that. I'm going to try a GP screw. I think that's going to be longer and thicker to grab. Could be wrong. Hey. Oh, that is perfect. Right. So I've replaced that screw with the GP screw. Because like I said, it just wasn't long enough. But it works. So yeah. That's strange that ending. Very, very strange. But it's in, which is the main thing. And yeah. That's all there is to do in this issue. So yeah, we've basically done the rear of our boat. Looking really nice. Really, really nice. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. Even though I think the electrics could have been a little bit better. Or this rear end could have been designed a lot better. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. So guys, that is issue 109 complete. Well guys, that is the U96 for another week. That was very challenging. Getting them, what I would call them fins, in place, as well as that bar, that was an absolute utter nightmare. And you really have to take your time with it. That's why when I got it all one side on, I'm like, right, I'm going to do the other side now, because this needs patience. And just sometimes it's just impossible to kind of record it, because you're kind of in your own sort of little world, if you know what I mean. So but it's looking good, it's looking fantastic. I'm seriously going to have to start thinking where I'm going to put this in here now, because where I've got it currently stored, I'm running out of space fast. So yeah, this is going to be interesting, but it's going to look magnificent when done. Really glad I chose this one, because yeah, it is going to look amazing. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please can give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you're notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.